Thanks for choosing this podcast from Adventures in the Lomonian Universe. Don't hesitate to follow and like and share our podcast with anyone who might be interested in fantasy role-playing or entertaining stories.
Me too. I'm glad you didn't get caught in it.
I'm still. He's making it. No. Put the amulet on.
You put the amulet
on. Let's see. Trying to think if Human Run had any clothes. I had. Oh no, because your Human Run is different from Ryan. Human Ryan with the amulet, or is it the same person?
No.
No, it's not the same person.
It's a true form amulet. So whatever you naturally are before you were reincarnated.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I would assume. Yes, he probably had clothes.
Okay. It also magically reclothes you.
I
So
mean,
it was inside the amulet.
Former
transformed.
Former Ren might have had.
Monk with slippers, belt, and coin pouch. There's a miniature for you. Like no clothes, no armor, no equipment, just slippers, belt, and coin pouch. Thank goodness for the coin pouch. That's all I'm saying.
It's a big white belt.
If he's not well endowed, it would just. That would be the coin pouch.
He had a coin pouch.
Oh my goodness, Tommy.
Good thing you had a coin pouch. All right. Anyway, you go in the room. All right. Heronius says he activates the map. He says,
"My forest."
he goes. He looks at the screen. And he goes, "Huh? Used to be a forest here."
Yep.
Indeed.
Things are changing.
Ryan is straight face
As is right.
What happens in the forest stays in the forest.
She's Jessica finds it hilarious. She's smiling.
All right. Anyway, so he makes a motion over the map, and you basically see the countryside, and then there's some like reddish diamonds that light up.
That's right up my alley.
One of them is in the mountain range, the valley, where you kind of expect that where Iphis was pointing to that would lead to the Pan Reach. And then there's one that's in a complete opposite direction, but it's about 50% further. Still probably within a day's travel, you think. And then there's a third one that is kind of like down, so like at between the 7 and 8 o'clock position. However, some of you know that that is the direction of the army of undead. And the map shows the army, and the diamond is pretty much within probably a mile of it. He says, these are the three closest.
And these take you directly to the prime material?
Yes. They will move around a little within 100 yards or so. Pretty easily located. They look like a hole in the sky, pretty much.
Do you know where they take you to on the prime material?
Earth, but that's all I know.
I like that one. Pointing to the not undead and not Ban Reach portal.
The only one that we know that we don't know
Where it opens
is
up to.
immediate potential danger. We also don't know that it's not, but
Dorky
says-
White dragon went in?
no.
Okay.
So,
Does it
like
happen
looking
to be
down
a
on the
cave?
keep, so there's, we'll call north out the front door, because there's none of that here, but north out the front door. So it's southwest toward the army of undead. It's almost due south, maybe just a little bit west toward the one that you don't know much about. And it's northeast toward the ridges. And he went from the forest, which is to the north 2 miles, he went due west.
Okay. Northeast it is.
northeast is to the Pan Reach.
That's the one that goes to Pan Reach. The one that's to the south, I don't know where it goes, but it goes to the Earth for sure.
Okay.
So
For Heronius.
Yeah, as sure as
Heronius.
Well, do know, bad news. Don't know, good or bad news.
Iphis says from the doorway, because she's not high ranking enough to be in the room because there's not very much space. But she says from the doorway, sometimes it's the devil you know. Dorkian says, During our brief intermission, I did take an opportunity to try to locate and inform myself concerning the portal to the elemental plane of air. It does exist. It would not take a substantial effort to reach the portal. However, I have ascertained that activating it may propose more trouble than I initially thought. Apparently, the individual who served here years ago was of some power, and the portal is essentially locked. I'm not sure his motives for doing so, but I can't unlock it in my own ability. I might be able to, one of us might be able to dispel it, but there could be tertiary effects.
I.e., there could be a reason why it's locked.
Surely, that is true. But I also mean that the lock may be performing more functions than just keeping it locked, which means if we dispelled it, we might lose the portal altogether in some way. Interesting side note, in order for him to place a lock like that, it is reasonable to presume that he intended to return. So whatever demise befell him, it was unexpected.
Generally are.
I say this to say, unfortunately, without additional resources or crafty application of resources that I do not personally possess, the portal to the elemental plane of air is closed to us. He looks at Heronius. However, I should say, at some point in time when I have grown in power, I should maybe visit again. I like the challenge of opening it, and I would really like to see where it goes exactly. Heronius says, "It's all just air. Wind." He says, "You might think so, but only a common man would accept that what we call air or wind composes the elemental plane of air completely. There are beings, structures, treasures of knowledge beyond compare." Heronius says, "Interesting. There are 3 additional portals," Heronius says, "but they are much further away, and at least one of them is within the realm of the ancient enemy that plagues us all. Powerful sorcerer, an arch-lich. He enslaves the lands, rules with an iron fist. And while I might like to face him someday, I believe I would die doing so." Especially if I can't get back my sword. So you're going to go back to the prime material plane, and my sword is theoretically there.
Mm-hmm.
I would compensate you well if you could find it and somehow return it.
What does the sword look like?
I can show you its image in the mural, so you can know exactly. It is a long sword. Has a distinct pommel and crosspiece. Casts a globe of white energy to protect its wielder or companions.
Didn't we say we've seen it once before?
Some of you probably have, yeah. Whoever
It
journeyed
was
alongside
Dorky
it.
and
It's-
said that he saw it and knew who it was with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's certain people in the party that would, depending on
Yeah,
Because they're
you would have to know your
traumatized.
character whether you played on. So in the big dragon fight, actually, probably
Everyone
in the
was
big,
together
yeah,
at one
everyone
point.
was together,
Yeah,
but
so-
not everybody was seen.
I wasn't at the
Okay, yeah. So some people were and some people weren't. So
I mean, if it
because you'd only seen like people that were in the alley on either side of you too. It wouldn't have been everybody. Like
didn't the whole party like get together originally when we chose who would go where?
Maybe, but that doesn't mean he drew his sword and created a
That's
dome
true.
of white light to protect himself from the conversation.
Well,
So it would have been during combat that it would have been seen.
he was definitely there doing it.
Yes, I know. So you'd have to know if you saw,
I'm pretty
if
sure
you
he
saw
was right
Jake
next to
fighting
us.
dragons, or whatever he was fighting, then it was pretty likely that the
Josh is up resident.
effect was seen.
So Ren could have seen that from the platform.
It's pretty cool
he was
sword.
on, right?
I doubt it. I mean, he probably could have seen it, but he probably wouldn't have because you were
It's
dealing
plus
with what
4 and you can
you were
choose
dealing
to
with.
put it
Oh no,
in
because you were
density
casting,
and
right?
save,
Yeah, so
or
you probably would have seen it then, yeah, because
hit
you were
damage,
picking
and you can
targets,
split it.
so you probably
So
would have
you
seen
can
it.
use
Yes.
it too, and it does like
It does
people
sound
right
like
next to you
familiar.
protects people right next to you too.
It does tend to stand out, and we know that it is in the possession of a hero. I shall have to compensate him, and I can, but the sword and I have a special bond. Its abilities will be near doubled in my hands.
That's what I think. If it's the one I think. If it's the one I'm thinking of, he's actually quite strong with it right now. So I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm. Few other blades, even magical ones, last long under the force of my blows. But that one I used for years with substantial success.
So,
Very well.
is our plan to head out right away or rest first? What are we doing?
I believe your presence here is drawing more attention. If you stay, you will likely be wrapped up in further conflict. For a time, I had desired for you to be gone as quickly as possible because you were creating division within my forces. However, now, as I have slain the Dracolich single-handed, I believe that my people's loyalty is cemented such that they can shine a little on you and not adversely affect me.
How far away does it appear the one south-ish is?
Day's travel.
Less than a day's travel. On horseback, if everybody could be on horseback, it'd probably be, or with you got Ren and Ryan and Millie can run like the Dickens. But if you're probably talking about, you could make it before dark today if you left now.
I take a moment to heal myself.
I'm ready to go.
You can assume you did that somewhere.
I am as well.
One of the beauties
It's just the only.
of being very fast on your feet is that you can step aside into a room, do healing, and catch up, and nobody even
Portals
notices.
are one way, right?
No,
The portals are one
no,
way.
not necessarily.
They're not necessarily one way, no. These are portals that are designed to go to and from.
I
Or-
guess that she was using the one that the pan reached.
There are-
So we could test where it goes, and if it's bad, we could just call it off.
That is possible, yes. They can behave temperamentally. For example, might be only a certain number of people can go through in a period of time. Things like that I've seen. It's not meant for mass travel. It is just a place where someone has connected the two planes permanently.
It's a crack.
So you don't get much trade through them.
None.
Interesting.
So the only.
Also-
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I also realized, as I mentioned before, that there are literally hundreds of roving passages that allow one to accidentally, if you will, or incidentally cross between Ravenloft and the prime material plane. So stumbling back to Ravenloft once you have done so is a relatively common occurrence. I think it is because this plane suffers so horribly under the ministrations of certain very powerful beings, and minions or allies of such beings are attracted because of the potential of benefit, and heroes are attracted because the people here need them.
The only real question that we have is whether, to Millie's point, we take the devil we know or the devil we don't. And for now, I think the devil we don't. Unless someone disagrees.
Or there could be no danger on the other side.
Could be the most terrible, awful thing we've ever seen
Which
so
one are we
far.
talking about? The one
The
we
one
don't
to the
know where it
south.
goes.
The one to the south, we have no clue of where it ends.
Right.
The one to the north, we know ends up in the Pan Reach, potentially under the influence of someone powerful that will probably take our notice.
To at least forward.
And we may not be able to escape rapidly if teleport magic is being...
Right. But the one to the south that we know goes to Orc, we just don't know where on Orc.
correct, and we don't know even there if teleport magic will work at all.
Okay, so which one are you suggesting?
The one we don't know where it goes.
When we're not certain of where it goes. Only in the chance that we might avoid conflict. If we go to the Pan Reach, at least I know how to get home from there. Whether I can get home from there is different. That's true, you're not as familiar with the geography. But the Pan Reach is essentially part of the Pole Marsh, correct?
Actually, essentially the same. The Pomarge is the humanoid side of it. The Pan Reach is the more Pomargian and human side, or elven side, more civilized.
It's essentially to the northeast of...
If you believe in the southern capital, you would call the whole thing the Pan Reach. If you believe in the eastern capital or northern capital, because it's off the shore, you call the whole thing the Pomarge. And most people call the western half the Pan Reach, and the eastern half the Pomarge because it's rules. It was just the Pomarge until certain heroes solicited a rebellion and an heir and created another capital.
Did we do that?
Mm-hmm. Your son.
No, that's Dulon.
That's Dulon. It's very similar.
It's not uncommon for heirs to... If you're interested in growing spiritually, check out our New Heights Fellowship Baptist Church of East Toledo podcast on your Alexa-enabled device. In feudal societies, for heirs to rise up, be placed on a throne, and then somebody comes along and kills them later and replaces them, and it's like War of the Roses. Okay.
So, unless anyone has an objection to that, then I'd say we make our way.
Erroneous says, you may take horses.
Appreciate it. Let's make our leave.
Okay, so you begin to, make sure you haven't left behind any possessions, that kind of thing. Get yourself organized. Get, if you want iron rations or merchant meals or something in case you need to eat out there, you can. really isn't a way to get tarps or canvas for tents unless you already have something of your own, because they just don't have it. Horse feed, horses, bit, bridle, saddle, common clothing would be fine. Nothing very fancy.
I'd recommend that everybody get at least a couple of days of food just in case.
Okay. So as you're moving in that direction, realize that as of right now, you have not informed Heronius that a very large quantity, possibly all of the coins, have been stolen and scattered under the destroyed forest. So the question is that information you want to give him?
I did it expressly.
Yeah.
Say it won't go.
Okay, so you're going to tell Heronius, basically say, your friend, the ancient white dragon, had one of his minions, possibly his daughter, steal abundant quantities of coins, and now they are scattered under the decimated forest out there 2 miles. Basically like that.
Hey, Mike, I'll explain. It's in the new circle in the forest.
Do you have a second?
Okay, yeah, you have some of the explosion. Okay, well, if the coins could have been propelled for dozens of yards in every direction.
Good thing he's at main power.
He shakes his head, sighs deeply.
Right.
I was walking out of the room, so I don't even want to know that this happened.
Okay. We will take care of it.
Also, as something interesting, when I cast Fireball, the Fireball reflected back at me.
Also,
I don't know if that's common amongst the white dragons around here.
No, not to my knowledge. Either it was a special ability that she possessed, or perhaps she had a ring of spell turning.
so technological things, much like this pistol firing I have in that explosion you saw.
What is that you have?
Oh,
Let me see it.
God,
May
somebody's
blow up
being shot.
on pulling the trigger.
It's okay. I'll be careful. He tucks it in his belt. Thank you.
Pickpocketed out.
Probably not. He is a demigod.
You blew up his forest.
Yeah.
He is a demigod, and you just told him you have a tool that shoots 2 miles. Yes, he's taking it. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Just a wooden stick.
Well, it's still there.
In exchange for the pistol, he will not require you to turn over his coins.
You're welcome, guys. I just paid for the coins.
All right.
The gun you didn't pay for.
And when the pistol blows up in his hands, he'll be cursing Ryan's name. You're like, what?
I told him it blows up.
A portal appears, a hand reaches out and grabs you and pulls you through.
I warned him. It may blow up when you.
Grabs you by the ankle, slams you face first into the ground in 4 directions, and then says, "Puny mortal." All right. Anyway, you ride out. Dun dun dun. You leave the castle.
But I don't have to remember.
Yes, but are you writing?
So are you riding or running?
I'm not running.
Running.
I was talking about. Oh, you were asking about Lorelai riding. I was talking.
She said she hates horses.
Oh, that means
It
she's
doesn't.
running.
No, it doesn't. It just means that she hates
Better
horses.
keep up.
So you can run next to me if you want.
Horses are unruly beasts that are dangerous opponents.
Pretty much.
All right. You leave the castle behind. Finally.
I need to buy a looking for my hawk to make sure she's coming.
Yep.
It's the only
You're
riding
not-
skill I
you had
have.
not seen her until now. You hadn't seen her
I can't help you with this. I do not know any
since you left the keep. And fortunately, apparently, she was not near the explosion.
People
So,
have been what-
that would have been really bad if she'd have flown and landed right where it exploded. That would have
Yeah,
been really, really
oh,
bad.
nice.
That would have been really,
I
really
don't know
bad.
that I'm on like
But
Ryan's
Ryan's
high list of people that he likes
Oh, I was gonna do
due to my general lack of wisdom.
How else am I supposed to kill a dragon?
I'll take my battle pipe back too.
He's like, can I
You
have
pulled out
breakfast
you hit it with the
that
kitchen
gives
sink.
me,
That's what you did.
Yeah. It's either that or
Well,
I
that's
use a
an
sword
alternate
into a
timeline.
bull's hand. I mean,
I had to. I put it in a pen. It was taken care of. I doubt it.
in a weird
I
way,
think
I
it's a
saved
different
Ren.
timeline.
I blew up the forest we're in to save us. It all worked out.
I didn't have a dragon. Oh.
Yeah, Griffin and Dragon had
Also,
a really
didn't we
good
come back
forest
to
and they
Lisa
saved
Glow?
each other's lives against snow and
With the
mud.
Lend her the
Oh, yes.
cloak of protection.
Yes, the one you lent her. Yes.
Made you
She'll give it
cry.
back to you if you want.
Well, I was dead.
No,
I was dead.
Yeller.
I was dead at the time.
Roll a d20 quick. I'm gonna see if you notice something.
Dead.
She takes the
Sounds
book
like
off
a
and hands
damage
it
plus
to you.
damage.
Dead a lot.
Okay. You notice
So
that
she's on
she is
like a
wearing
one
an
for
amulet that you have not
No.
previously
Not
seen.
anymore?
It's on a gold chain, and it looks kind of like a book.
Oh, where'd you get that?
I found it. The story's a little more complicated than that. I'll happily share it with you along the way.
Okay. Good story choice.
It's a good one. Okay.
Not like a forest, but
No, it's not quite that good. I mean, depending on your taste in stories. Okay. All right. So you're riding out. Dun, dun, dun. Some what?
Some raisins out of the iron version.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're moving along the road, and pretty soon, at about 45 minutes or so, you're traveling through sparsely forested terrain. Similar tree situation, mostly all dead, very scarce leaves, that kind of thing here and there. The floor of the forest is clear, and this is not like overlapping. The trees are very clear, like they're every 20 feet or so, and they're 2 or 3 feet in diameter. So they're not. It looks like it's been a heavily forested area, but then maybe it was either replanted or they just left this remnant, basically. And on the road, you can still see for several hundred yards clearly because the trees are not dense at all. Okay. Two things of interest. She tells you the story. I'll give you more detail on it later, but basically she had a little adventure where she was in the town. She requested the aid as was instructed. It was getting dark. She was kind of spending the night. She found out the town had a library. She was interested to see what might be there, and it's a good way to wheel away the last few hours before you go to bed, kind of thing. She went to the library. While in the library, she discovered a local legend that apparently somebody else had studied up on because they left the books together, and she was just kind of playing mystery and saying, okay, what do all these books have in common? And she pieced together a local legend of a nearby cave, limestone cave, not particularly like complex or anything like that, where supposedly a librarian who had served in that library in past generations had hidden an item, the item being a book of infinite spells. And what the book of infinite spells does is it allows you to cast whatever page the book is on. The person who wears the amulet can cast that spell 3 times a day. And she was intrigued, obviously, memorized the necessary texts, left them there, went to the cave, went in, solved a couple of mysteries, riddles, whatever, overcame a couple traps, dealt with one problem, and found the book. That's the short version of the story. And then she went back to town, cut 7 hours sleep, got up about an hour and a half before dawn, and headed back. So that was the gist of it. So now she has a book of infinite spells.
I will catch her up on the other escapades the first time.
Okay.
What happened at the cave time. And then the adventure in the forest.
Yep. Awesome. She is pleased to hear of the victories that were achieved by some craftiness and some just dumb luck.
Why you carry an eye of things?
Okay. All right. The other thing that's of interest is the hawk. Right? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Returns. And uncustomarily comes down to land, like circling. Is it a boy or girl? I forget.
Oh.
Okay, so she's circling around, which indicates she wants to land. So usually to do that, you use a glove or something because her talons, not that she would ever intentionally cut you, but her talons are extremely sharp.
I guess have a glove or something.
Sure.
Is it glove or something?
Yeah, I mean, use a rapid cloth around your hand if you don't have something specifically for it. And she lands. And then she seems agitated, as if she's trying to convey something to you that she saw, or that she knows. She's not speaking per se because she knows that she can't understand her anyway. So, but if you speak, she probably would speak.
Oh, relax.
Okay, so you're gonna navigate over next to Jasmine's horse, and you have no problem if he speaks to your hawk.
Go for it.
Okay.
I know what she knows.
All right. And she says, "What I have seen, what I have seen."
What have you seen?
All the way back. All the way back.
Went all the way back.
The sky beast.
Scaly sky beast?
Cranes her head as if she doesn't understand scaly.
Lizard, not squirrel sky beast?
Bigger. Bigger.
Just fun. Biggest?
Mm-hmm.
Coming this way?
No. All the way back.
Seems, she might have seen the big white dragon. The jaw. All the way back. Kind of hard to relate that to a bird.
Asshole.
Birds don't really understand structures.
Big stone building.
Awesome.
Back to the human roost.
It's an castle bird.
No.
Drunk in the toilet.
Beast home. High up. All the way back.
It went back to its home.
Yes.
Okay, it seems it went back to its home.
So she found the dragon's home ground. That's cool.
Where it sleeps.
It sleeps?
Nest. It's nest. I don't understand that.
Does it sleep?
Sometimes.
Shifting wind.
Okay, I'm a little lost on that one. My hawk is a little confusing. Crows are a bit easier to talk to. I say out loud, common. Crows are a little smarter.
She narrows her eyes. If it's possible, you think the hawk looks mad.
Well, apparently this one also understands common a little bit.
Understands this.
I think she can understand basic commands at least.
So you're familiar?
What's its name?
Arya.
Arya?
Oh, this is a familiar?
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's right. You insulted it.
Well, I didn't know.
Smarter than they ever talk.
it's kind of sometimes one of those things she goes, oh yeah, where's my hawk?
She mentioned something about a shifting wind.
Does he looks at Jasmine, or she looks at Jasmine, and she says, "Does she long gaze?"
Do you have a long gaze?
I can see the distance vision that she can see.
She can see what you see.
All the way back?
Look that way.
No.
You don't want to? Or can't?
She can't.
Not much she borrows your vision.
That was far.
That's
So
what
can't see it from here.
No. You can download our app in the App Store. The app is called Life, 4, Toledo. Life 4 Toledo.
the vision does have a distance on it.
Sounds like it's too far.
Does she long gaze?
Wondering if she wants you to maybe do clairvoyance.
Wrong way.
Yeah, we aren't fighting anymore.
Wrong way to spy the dragon.
Yes.
Is there a better way?
All the way back. I can go.
So you go, she spies on you.
Okay.
Is there a different way that I don't know of? You seem to find a value.
Pull the straps.
Follow you with the horse,
Okay.
but we're going this direction. We're going back to a different place.
Oh. Okay. Me follow?
She wants to know if you want her to follow. So
We're trying to go home.
we're trying to go home. Yes, please follow.
Leave the sky beast?
Yes. Other humans' problems. Big humans' problems.
Stormy winds. Fine then. Okay. She stomps around for a second, makes sure her claws are not tangled in the cloth or whatever you have wrapped in her hand, and then she leaps into the air and soars on ahead.
Apparently she found the dragon.
Yes, that's what it seems. We didn't want to track. I look at Victor. We didn't want to track the dragon.
I'm out of here, man.
No.
I don't
If
think
it
that
shows
was the
up,
plan.
if it's in front of me, then I'm there. But quite honestly, I have my own dragons to slay right now.
It seems like
Take it back and get some paperwork done.
Oh, well, there's there was the armada of the undead, but apparently that's...
Darn it. We needed an armada of undead to have a good reason to go home.
Well, we got a royal ship coming. We came.
That's not that as important, quite honestly.
From the sounds of it, she has a good idea of where it's.
It's important,
where it's nested,
but-
where it's
Could be useful information for Heronius, even if you're not willing to fight the dragon. Heronius could go there and possibly kill him.
In its
Not as far as
nest.
you know.
And then he gets to keep it.
There you go. But you probably need more than what you currently have from her, though, to do that.
Well, he's got.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it kind of fine. The lair almost surely has protections from like his table map or scrying devices, things like that.
Yeah.
So the point is, she followed him back to his lair. She knows where the lair is. Nobody else does. That's the problem.
So I'm not leaving her here. So.
I wouldn't think so. No. Oh, I saw something cool. Check this. All right.
I hate you. This is something cool. Okay. I love you.
Don't even need the fat
Actually, it's a good thing it's done.
So what did GM last?
It's usually too late.
Someday that'll come out. Once it comes out, I'll tell you that's what it was.
I'll just mull over it for a while.
So,
I'm ready to go.
yeah, so you don't have a way to get necessarily what you need out of her head. The only way you could for sure scry on the place would be to send her there. That's a little bit risky, but she's already been there once. So she made it in and out without, I mean, she could fly over it a mile high. Right, she doesn't have to actually be
Yeah,
at
but I
it.
still have to get that information to Heronius.
Correct. Which that you could do by ascending, theoretically, if you had the information. So you could have her fly there, you could clairvoyance to see where there is, and then send him to the place. But there is a little bit of a risk, because she's... Does anyone else have clairvoyance? Yes,
You can at least transfer to it.
yes, he would have clairvoyance.
Usually.
So we could do
I
that.
think this takes too long.
That's how
Magic font.
it is a rank recasting time. If you have to actually prepare the device and all that.
You have to like open up your laptop.
But it's a good one.
They gave it to
You have
me.
to turn on your laptop if you're going to work. You have to hit fonts. And
Get onto Magic,
yeah.
select that one, and if you don't have it, you have to upload or download it.
We're out in Ravenloft. Upload times are garbage out here, so it's probably casting time an hour.
Unless you have a
Also, this
unless you
game
have a T1 line.
Well, this game came out in '78, so we're like running like old.
That's before computers.
Yeah.
That's before dial-up.
Before the internet.
So it's whatever the first computer.
Almost
Before the first
Atari.
computer.
You're approaching Atari.
Commodore 64s came out in the 80s.
Was that back in
5 turns.
Is that an hour?
That's not bad. It's 50 minutes.
Oh, so close.
Because your load time is 50 minutes.
I could say it's better.
And probably not while you're
We
writing.
realize that you are attempting to cast a spell. We have identified the spell you're attempting to cast.
Please wait.
However, wait times are exceeding
Die.
exceeding normal casting times at this time. We estimate your casting time at 50 minutes.
404. Error. No connection.
Tap to reload 50 times. Alright, anyway, sorry.
In 1 minute.
We have magic miracles.
Anyway, yeah, so she can, Dorkian can cast clairvoyance if that is something that you want to attempt. It will take the bird, with the way you've traveled now, it'll take you about probably half an hour to fly to there, at least. You don't know how far it is for sure. Probably half hour to an hour to fly there.
And then get back to us long before we reach the portal.
Oh, easily, yeah.
The
The only issue, I mean, so food chain wise, she's at the top. However, dragons, monsters, you know, things like that, she
Yeah, but
kind
she
of
could
rock
get
that up.
close and not within.
Yeah, she could fly over it a mile high, theoretically.
There
Really
was
just
individual
flying
dialogues.
Yeah, she doesn't have to land, so she should be able to do it.
So she just runs into a dragon.
That's how she usually does it. She just avoids opposition. You have given her standing orders to avoid opposition. However, apparently avoid opposition does include following the dragon back to its lair.
She probably thought we would want to find it.
Yeah.
But also, like,
She didn't know you were going to turn tail and run.
we have dramatically brought.
Oh, that's exactly what you're doing.
Following this under the not our problem category.
Yes, that's what people do. That's the excuse people use for turn tail and
How
run.
many dragons did we just kill?
Yes.
A lot? An aboleth? These people can fight themselves.
Yeah, I think it was.
We've been told that as much as we've been told to get the
There's a-
heck out.
Erroneous. Erroneous.
You're right.
He's the hero. He can do it. If he can't do
needs
it,
the
no one can.
He needs the following and the adoration. He is a demigod.
It's true.
Dorkian, can you cast clairvoyance while riding a horse?
No, but I'm not riding a horse. I would fly. I'll just fly.
Cast clairvoyance while flying.
Yes.
I send my bird back to the dragon's lair. Can you follow her with clairvoyance and get directions so I can get to Orion's?
I mean, I would need to wait until she's there. I can't follow her. So once she's there, I can.
How would you know she's there?
I would have to
Estimate.
estimate the time and then wait, and then we check. And worst case scenario, if we got her when she wasn't there, then I could try again later. But safest bet would be to wait until we're sure she's on station.
I'm assuming we can't just ask
Can
her
you
how long
convey?
it will take.
No, they don't
There's
have.
no time.
They don't have a percentage of time. You might get if you knew for sure like how her ball movements or something were going, then you might be able to figure it out.
I'm a clock.
It's a claw.
Oh,
Claw. A claw clock. A clock. Anyway, so yeah, you also could kind of assume too, it's got to be less than an hour because she came to you when you left the keep the second time and you were back in the keep for like half hour, 45 minutes at least. So it has to be less than an hour to fly there. So if you tell her, go there, stay discreet, stay on station until when? That's the question. It's a little difficult because if you make it that she stays there for half an hour, let's say, yeah, she doesn't have a way of telling time.
What time of day is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no
Morning.
I mean,
It got light outside about a little less than 3 hours ago.
how far is your ability to video?
It's less than half an hour. Nothing that you can do. So, telepathy. Probably not. Sending.
He's like, can I send her?
Yeah. And if you keep it simple, then you would just tell her come back now.
What is
You know that she understands common for come back now, so you could send her come back now and she would come back.
What is the return time on Sunday? Like if you receive
Almost
a sending-
immediate. Like you have less than 1 minute to wrap your yourself. A matter of seconds.
Send to her and then she could send back when she gets there and then I could send again.
Also, you doubt that she would understand how to send back. But if you sent her in your voice, come back now, she would get that, she would come back. If she can understand basic conversation, you just can't understand her. But she doesn't speak common.
It's a lot of magic just to tell her when it's for the dragon.
But if he kills it, it'll be well worth it. You kill a dragon with a sending spell and a clairvoyance. Be pretty impressive. 2 sendings. Probably not.
Dang!
Spreads too far.
You get even more favor with the demigod. A flighty one, but one.
You know,
Alright.
you have to shut down the world.
Gonna try it?
At the same
Ren?
time.
Can you ask Arya to fly back to the Dragon's Keep?
Caw.
Dragon's roost. Nest.
Can I, like,
Place where the
whistle for
dragon
her or
sleeps
something?
if it sleeps. What?
Can I whistle for her?
Yeah. As long as she's close enough to hear it.
whistle for her coming down.
Okay, so she comes back down. You explain to her what you want her to do.
Georgina is going to.
You have to fight through some of the hawk malaise, but you get there.
I will tell her when to come back. She needs to stay out of harm's way.
Okay. And then she flies off to the dragon's lair. All right. This has been taking place while you've been actually moving. Okay. And those of you who have not been wrapped up in the drama surrounding, so that's Taya, Victor, Ifus, kind of Lorelei. You were thinking about Elton, but you really weren't wrapped up in it too much. Millie, right? So realize that as you're winding your way through this kind of dead forest, you come to a place where the road dips down a little, and at the bottom, the ground is soggy and damp for about 5 feet or so, and you're going to have to kind of trudge through it. But what's particularly interesting is up to the right, on the hillside, you can see flat rock that is, it has almost has a tint of a brown to it, which mostly you only been seeing like gray and black rock. It has a little bit of tint of brown to it. And the rock is wet, and there's water seeping more than flowing, seeping out of the rock and then down onto the ground and forming this little stream, but it's really just a mucky area that is flowing across the road that you're going to cross. And you can see in the mucky area and leading up to that rock where it's flowing down, you can see mushrooms and like lichen, like greenish lichen, like that. But the stench is foul. Like the water is not fresh water. It smells very bad. And then right where the rock is, you can see that there is something that looks like, you see like a couple of lines that look like ribs. There's something that is embedded into the rock. And what's happening is the water is being polluted by this dead animal. It's about the size of a small horse, and it's been either crashed or slammed or something into the rock, and it's embedded in what is like a natural spring. And you're pretty sure that it's the decaying flesh of that animal that's causing the water to be so putrefied, basically. You can just cross the little mucky stream and ignore it if you want, but there it is. It's just off the road, like 15, 20 feet. Now, if it was fresh, then that would be fresh water. And meanwhile, the hawk flies off in the direction. Say again?
That has something to do with the fact that all the vegetation is dead?
No, probably not. It's probably not enough water here. Now, you think if it was flowing healthy water down there, then downstream, yeah, grass would be, brush, bushes, trees, probably all prosper from the stream. It's a spring is what it is. It's not a stream, it's a spring. But the spring is being polluted by whatever that is. Are you with us, dear? Okay. Well, you were wrapped up in the hawk thing, so you're
this is everybody
in
but
fact,
Bob.
your horse will balk at the point at which you go to cross the muck, and you'll pay attention. You're like, what is it doing? And then you'll go, oh, we can cross it. But then you'll look over there and see the spring.
Leon probably would notice it too.
Yeah. So Leon's like, do something about that.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay.
My minimum demands.
All right. So you dismount and take a look. So yeah, it is indeed about the size of a horse, a small-ish horse, but a full-grown horse, but like a riding horse, basically. And the structure of it is a little bit bizarre. The back hooves show a different shape than the ankles a little bit, but it's crumpled into the ground, so it's really just like bone and a little remainder of desiccated flesh. Does anyone have monster lore? I think maybe Dorkin does.
Dorkin does.
No, but I have land-based writing.
You can.
Or not land-based writing, I have airborne writing. And
yeah,
I also have
roll
land-based writing.
airborne writing, actually.
I'm probably
You
busy,
can
but I
roll as
have
one if you want.
plan-based writing and
Yeah, so
animal
you now
writing.
know they've stopped.
A
You
natural
just
one.
sent the hawk off so you can redirect your attention.
She's
Okay.
got cavaliers.
I got a 1.
Is it one?
Does Taya ride airborne or only ground? Okay. All right. You're pretty sure, based on the structure, it's quite dead. A hippogriff. Okay, which is basically it's a form of flying.
Uranus as well? Was he know the red one or something?
I think you might have seen one in the mural, yeah, but seems far too recent for that.
I think it was a hippogriff.
Could be. Okay, so two things. One, it could
Crashed.
it could be pulled out, like it wouldn't be impossible to clear most of it by hand, half hour to an hour's work, that kind of thing, unless you have a better means. Sherry,
Yeah.
it does strike you.
New Heights is a church that believes in reaching new heights in Jesus. Everyone's on a journey. Let's all work together to take the next step.
That the hippogriff qualifies as a thing now. It's not a living being because it is quite dead.
Okay. So I can hit it.
So you could hit it with a sword and disintegrate.
Or
Bearing in mind that it will only the pieces that are fully together will be the same. Like if you hit it in the rib cage, everything that's connected to its rib cage by extension will be disintegrated. But if there's a piece that's completely severed, it would still be there. No, because it's polluting
Fully
water.
Floating.
A natural
I got a
stream.
question. Were object reading
Okay,
done?
I will try it.
Yeah, so Tommy also pointed out that object reading could be used to find out how it died if you care, possibly, or what else might be here. So it's a little creepy to find out how something died by object reading it. Okay, so this is a thrown thing, correct? You have to throw the sword to activate. Is that correct? Or is it not? No, it's actually you can use it immediately. So you can. So I won't even make you roll to hit. You can just walk over and smack it.
So I think if we grab it and maybe right around.
Whoa!
Yeah, she goes. Okay, so the vast majority of it is gone. There's a little bit that remains on the bottom part that was severed off, and then there's a little bit actually like kind of embedded in the rock that was pretty much disconnected. So, I mean, 5 minutes probably, unless you want to just do it again a few more times, and then that would probably be like a minute or two. Okay. Leon's happy to.
Yeah, I just want to take all the glory. Let them do something.
All right, so Leon's happy to get the rest out. So there's also the ground, which has been polluted from the spring down toward the road. So, like either flushing, it's going to wash it out eventually, but it will take probably months. But either flushing it out or something, that poison stretch of land that's like the first 20, 30 feet.
Don't suppose that anybody has sprayed water.
Leon?
What is that?
Purify?
Okay.
Leon have a spell?
I don't know if he'd have water. He probably has create.
No, he doesn't have create water. I was thinking about like move earth or something.
Well, while you guys are working on that, I'll work with Leon and remove the last future bits.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and keep your eyes open for hippogriffs. Although with dragons, there may not be many. Possible.
They're about like a warhorse. So they're about as vicious as a warhorse. So they can be tamed.
Not much worse than griffins.
I remember taming the griffin was not all that fun.
That was more getting it used to you. Taming it was probably much worse.
I mean, mine's name was Blood Claws, so Yeah. Probably not
You're
the
not
best for a
gonna
beginner.
find many Griffiths named Fluffy Buddy.
But, you know, first timer, I could have got George or something.
Not unironically.
That's it. I'm gonna make a Hippogriff Rider and it's gonna be named Fluffy Buddy.
Okay, why can't I find that drive? Oh, I forgot it does this. For some reason, my Drive app is like invisible.
Truly despise Pinky Toes.
Did I just smash it?
No,
Oh, okay.
I smashed my Pinky Toe like 2 days ago. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I smashed it, but I did something to it.
So Chris Mitchell is providing meatloaf and veggie sides for Uprising tomorrow.
Door
You
frames.
just asked me about it.
2
Like,
a.m.
you don't have food plans for tomorrow?
Or
I don't know.
somehow
Something about studying with games. I'm like,
Bunch of meatloaf and grilled meat and veggies. Might need more sides, so we need more sides.
I told her that if someone already was bringing food, it would not hurt the meal effort.
That's right.
I also
I'm not sure
hurt
if I
my,
popped that.
Like 6 dudes.
I didn't hurt my pinky toe quite that bad.
Yeah,
I was wearing heels.
I'm not
sandals.
eating as much right now.
My pinky.
Okay, anyway, I
my
don't know how you
pinky
spell
and
his
my
name.
Next toe
Dork.
both hurt.
D-O-R-C.
Dorch.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure they was here.
I swear he shared it with me, now I can't find it.
The reason why I know how to spell his name is because
Alright, well, we
I might have it.
could be. We can leave the details out and assume that he comes up with some awesome plan for either making water or moving earth or something. I know it's moving earth is not his normal thing. But
expressly on the
oh, here, I'll roll it
I think we had transport Earth to air.
Earth to air. I don't think we have Earth to air. He is steel to air. I think he has steel to air. I don't think that's right. I could be wrong.
Yeah, steal the air. That's annoying. Is it like
Yeah.
armor.
and weapons?
Okay. Anyway, onward. Goodness me.
Onward.
That
You've
was
done
fun.
a good deed for the
All
day.
right.
There's no fresh
A little while later,
I saved somebody's life.
you're
today.
pretty sure the Hawk is probably on station.
Congratulations.
I saved all the lives that dragon
Okay.
would have killed.
Working past the plants, once I know
You're
that
right.
he's
Do you think that dragon's never gonna kill anything?
I'll cast
for-
send
You don't know that she's evil. What did she do that was evil?
The only thing that he knows is she's
Evil
not
dragon general
here.
guy?
Aren't you a thief?
No.
Deep
No.
adjacent.
I'm a ranger.
You're not a ranger. I traveled with a ranger for years. Leon does not
You're
do
a
any of the
goblin.
stuff that you do.
Rawr.
And
We have fun.
the general didn't necessarily do anything evil either.
He tried to breath weapon all of us.
If we go to the
He
Polar
reacted to his
embrace your
secret being
goblinhood.
exposed.
Drop the castle. That's evil enough.
He brought the roof down.
He theoretically would have killed the party.
You're welcome for that too.
He's getting a big head. Time to pop it.
There's this thing called karma.
So I still
Yeah, having with dragon lumps. This is the good karma
I still
coming.
remember having a perversion.
I already had my bad karma.
That's not bad.
I've had 10 years of
Still
terrible
remember once
dice
having a
rolling.
perversion in our evening party. It was great because we were going to a formal dinner and he was trying to make sure
Okay.
that the blood was
At around 4 hours, so the Hawk got on station, the clairvoyance got cast, the sending got cast to bring the Hawk back, the sending got cast to tell Heronius about the look, responded with, "Thank you much, I will take care of it."
Yeah, we weren't taking care of it.
Okay. And then you've moved past the forested area, you see hills and what might pass for mountains ahead of you. And coming down the road in the opposite direction towards you is a pair of heavily armored knights. They appear to be reasonably well equipped. They've got quite a bit of stuff on their horses. They have lances. They are not showing colors of any particular heraldry. Okay. They are traveling on the road that you are traveling on in the opposite direction. So, other than like getting off the road, where you will pass right by them.
We will move to the right side of the road.
Okay, so you're just going to stay to the edge to give them room. Okay.
Well, let them pass.
All right. So they are wearing field plate, have full helms. When you first see them, they're riding with their visors down. As I said, lances, shields, quite a bit of extra equipment on their horses. As they get within about 30 feet or so, the one that is riding just slightly more left, they're one behind the other, and the one that's riding slightly more left raises a hand as if to parley.
Raise my hand as well and pause and
and then they stop. The guy in front leaves his visor down and moves to the right. The guy in the back moves to the left a little bit, raises his visor. He's clearly human. He's got a little bit of scrub for a beard and mustache. You probably figure he's maybe late 20s, early 30s. Both of them look stalwart. Their armor shows signs of combat. They do not appear wounded now, or at least in no substantial way. Their horses show scars. You have the horse in the back. You can see a scar line along its neck just above its barding, indicating at one point in time its collarbone was broken, which is common for when you're jousting. For horses' collarbone to get cracked, and then you don't ride them for a couple weeks, and then it heals. And that looks like that happened to that horse. So they've seen action. They're not low level or squire like. Anyway, he says, "Fare thee well. What news have you?"
Road to the south to Baronius's castle is relatively clear. There was a recent issue with a horde of white dragons that were dealt with. Baronius is recovering everything in his territory and apparently has dealt with the Dracolich that had been.
Hurrah! Baronius sits the throne again, you say?
Indeed.
The land will be the better for it. And the knight with his helm down nods as well.
What of the road to the south?
This way trouble abounds, but if you put up a strong front, it mostly will leave you alone. Are you in need of anything? You're headed into the wilderness. We have food, some extra weaponry.
I think we are, well, we provisioned at Baronius's castle before heading out. And our current destination is within a day's travel.
He seems to be thinking for a second. Can't imagine where you're going. Less than a day's travel this way. No need. Perhaps a wager then.
Perhaps.
Sword and shield for 5 minutes for your pick of arms, or 100 gold. Lorelei's face is like,
They want to duel a little bit.
Just a little bit of practice.
I think we've had enough practice.
Like, yeah, they slept all day.
I slept for an hour, but
Does the woman speak for you?
to me, but not for me. Agreed.
He's looking all snarky at you.
It is but 5 minutes.
You had to sass him, Lorelai. You just had to sass him.
You don't get a word.
You may all.
You get 0 words.
Yeah, I solved my problem like that.
You can all rest if you. You can all rest for a few if you would like.
Oh, gee, thank you.
I have a switch. I'll give it to you for free if you need to beat the boy.
She likes to complain, but I get results.
Alright, I'm spurring my horse on because I'm done.
Okay. She's riding on. Alright. On foot, I presume.
Preferably.
No sense in risking. No.
Obviously.
Yes, of course.
I make sure I get the right sword.
Which one do you have that you really don't want to use?
The sharpness.
Oh yes, don't use that.
The one I took off of the undead guy in the keep.
Yes, that's definitely not a good idea. Okay, so Victor and he'll fight you if you want.
I don't need the 100 gold. I don't need the armor. It's more of just a, do I still have this?
Also, what's your training for today?
Maybe.
Some of it, for sure. Okay, so the rest of you kind of like rotate around to see as they pick a little clearing area. Lorelai's riding on. Leon goes, "I'm rooting for you," and then he rides on after Lorelai.
I'll stay behind. Yeah.
Ifis will go with Lorelai as well. Again, I like that. You're gonna split. At least you got a good cadre you can
Yes.
fight.
Who's Team Lorelai? Who's Team
I'll
Watch?
You can go.
I'm late for my hawk to catch up, so.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So as the other rider holds the horse as he dismounts and steps down, and he's stretching a little bit and riding, especially in his buttocks and his shoulders. He does have a pretty good-looking longsword on his hip. Seasoned warrior. And as the second rider rotates around, finally now as the fighting is about to start, the full helm is removed and you see it's a woman. She's probably in her late teens, early 20s. Young, could be as young as 17 or 18. And she is she also appears to be the hardened warrior, but a female and pretty in the face. Brown hair, naturally kind of curvy and a little sweaty from her helmet. Them face.
She's not a knight.
It's your fault.
Like, home now, even though I didn't move my home, but I'd like to get out of here.
It's mom and dad's home, sort of. At least
It's
the
your
same country.
ancestral home.
It's the same country anyway.
I'd like to get out of here too, but I'm not gonna leave them here. I'm gonna take a break.
I'm very comfortable leaving them.
Okay, and so you face off round one. I presume you will be using the flat of the blade, at least until you see if he betrays you.
Yes. And I'm not going to
Activate any of those
any
weapons.
maneuvers until I see if he does something.
What?
Okay,
I will use shield carries because I can
that's part of what you can do.
reasonably
Yep.
honorable.
He gets one as well, so, but not three. All right, initiative.
You started ignoring her.
He can have the first strike.
Okay, well he's in
4.
5. So, all right. So in 5, they maneuver. There's a few clang of the sword, a couple swishes, that kind of thing, and then he moves to strike. Shield parry is how much?
Shield carry is 4. Sorry,
Okay.
or 6.
Yeah. And
1, 30, and 2. So 6.
it rings off of your shield, and you may return fire.
Is it that one we should realize this
12. Negative 14.
This is entertaining because they have no idea.
Even with his shield parry. He attempted to shield parry, but failed.
Probably twice the one.
My attack was 5 before strength or anything else.
4.
What level is it? 16?
It must be. That's how the math works out.
Yes.
How much damage?
It is 14.
Okay, so 14 of 1/4 real. Okay. And they go back and forth, and then Victor like slams him with the flat of the blade on the shoulder pretty forcefully. And then he'll return fire. Still parry again, I presume.
Yes.
He'll hit. And he'll do 11. Which, 1/4 real.
Just keep it me total.
Okay. And then you go again. Are you 2 this round?
Yeah.
Okay.
13 again. So negative 13.
They dance around each other, and eventually Victor finds an opening, and
You have a magic effect. You have like the magic effect attack.
smacks him again.
14 again. I'm assuming he, or sorry, I should make an assumption here. He is not evil.
He is not.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's about to hurt me.
The woman sitting on the horse next to Taya looks at Taya and says, "Your father is a fiend with the blade."
He's not my father. But my father is a fiend with a blade.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your friend? Uncle? Cousin?
Companion.
Oh.
Not a friend.
I thought he was protecting you.
That's cold.
All protecting each other.
Alright. That ends the round. And initiative.
8.
You have initiative.
Strike.
Okay.
Is that a good roll? -6. It's still a poor roll.
That is funny. That is not a good roll. -6.
Would you roll a 6?
That, he shield parried. Okay. And then he's coming back at you.
Whatever you roll, it's a negative.
Yep.
Easiest.
And he missed. Are you 3 this round?
Yes.
Okay. Your turn.
-8.
Nice. That will hit.
Again.
Stop, Victor, stop! Oh, no, put your shield up!
Okay. He returns fire. And he'll hit. 13. You're definitely outpowering him, no doubt about it. Every blow is landing more forcefully, and your shield has been much more effective. Although there have been a lot of near misses. Okay, and then you have your third attack. You probably could hit with that.
18 actually, so
Nice.
Negative 18.
yes. Maximum 16.
Okay.
I will fight
All right. So you hit him again, and then at that point, like you're in close shield to shield for a second. He presses off, and he steps back, and then you expect him to come in, and instead he takes another step back, and he lowers the tip of his sword, and he says, "I know when I have met my superior. I yield."
I thought it was unarmed combat.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a good fight.
You are very capable with your blade. A welcome ally to Heronius, I am sure.
I hope that we were of some small service to him. And I'll say that it was probably the shield work that served me best. You were very good with a blade.
Your shield is virtually impenetrable.
So, yeah, I'll remove my helm.
Okay.
You're doing more electronics. It's about time to go.
He does the same. So he says, "I will offer you your choice. I have an exquisite dagger, a magically crafted longsword, or a magically crafted short sword. Your choice of the three. I have used all of them in combat and can vouch for their worthy application. I see you already carry a couple of blades."
Indeed, and if you would not take offense, I thank you for the battle. That was enough.
Perhaps 100 gold, then. Perhaps a pouch that apparently has it already counted out.
If you feel that it is necessary, I will make sure that it is well used.
To less than pay would besmirch my honor.
I thought as much, but I would certainly not deprive one who travels these lands of a weapon.
These are weapons that I deprived someone else of primarily, so your gesture is considered kind, but perhaps unnecessary. I can only imagine that the next person I face will not be as capable as you. But there's no sense in my being forced to yield when it is clear that I am vested. He extends his mailed fist, and he says, "I am Owen Vamp, Knight Errant."
Victor Barrister III, Knight of Southern Miss Cove.
I am not familiar with the place you came from, nor the place you are going, but I wish you well along your journey. We are headed then to Newmore Keep to make contact with Heronius, for an application for aid has rung throughout the land.
Is this the direction that Millie went?
No.
Well, the Dracolich apparently has been dealt with, but there is a great white that still is in the general area, although we don't think that he is between here and Newmore.
The white dragons of the west have plagued these lands for generations. I've slain one lesser such beast myself. They are a plague for sure. I would as soon step on the head of a white dragon as look at one. They've swept the skies clean, ravaged the villages. herd animals, children alike. Some would say there may be 3 dozen out of control across the land. I think the estimate is high, but it's enough to be concerned about.
There are significantly less now. Erroneous helped, well, attracted them into a trap, and a number were dealt with.
This is music to my ears.
The only other caution I would give you is there was an army of undead somewhere near Newmore.
I am aware.
And rumored that there is at least a Death Knight amongst them.
I've heard those rumors as well. In my training, somewhere along the way, I've lost my ability to fear. But I understand your concern, and I appreciate the news.
More of just being prepared, so that you will recognize him when you see him.
On the road ahead, if you should go far enough, you will come to a place where there is a campsite. There is a ring in the ground. It's constructed of, I think, old shields or something, kind of circular. Just past that, into the wood, there is the lair of a banshee. I would avoid it. The beasts cannot be slain. You will only lose your soul. There is no magical blade that can touch her.
Thank you for that warning. I've seen something like a banshee before. But
If you're there in that vicinity and need to camp, I would suggest not camping there. I've never known it to be true, but I have heard the rumor that she'll come as far as the camp. We have heard her wail from a distance.
we will avoid her reach. Again, well met, my friends, and I must be on our way.
He takes the reins of his horse and swings back up in the saddle. And you notice that there is a question in the look of the woman that he is traveling with, and then he just makes a motion like the answer of her question is no. She says, shrugs, and then she puts her helm back on, closes the visor, wheels the horse around. He does the same. So you've been stopped for the better part of 7 minutes. Meanwhile, Lorelei, Typhus, and Leon ride ahead on the road. And are attacked by a giant white dragon. No, I'm just kidding. Nope, uneventful. So you ride ahead. The road wanders on. As much as you peer into the forest on either side, you do not see much in the way of life. Pretty grim countryside. You do occasionally spot small animals, mostly ground, like maybe a badger or a squirrel, that kind of thing. Very little in the way of, like, you know, never seen a rabbit. You saw some in the village before, but never here.
Yeah.
And you're kind of up more in the elevation. Like, you're probably a couple 300 feet above the keep now.
Yeah.
Above the castle. So at some point in time, you see the party catching up from behind. And you cross an old stone bridge that has fast running water beneath it. And if it weren't for the bridge, you would be going through, it's about 20 feet across and about 4 foot deep. So it would be looking for a ford. Anyway, so across the stone bridge, a cloppity. And then just on the other side of the bridge, the party has caught up. And about the time you've just got past the bridge, Arya the Hawk returns. She does not appear to be the worse for wear, and she does not come down to your hand. She circles the area to let you know that she's there, and then soars off into the distance ahead in the direction you're going. Okay? All right, well, we're going to need to stop there, but we are approaching the portal, which means unless something goes wrong, you will imminently possibly arrive back on Prime material plane next session.
Maybe even on Earth.
Fairly likely, he said all of the portals go to Earth. So. Where'd you throw this?
Okay, everybody pick. Where's one place on Earth where you don't want to go? Or you don't want to be?
Yep.
Everyone say a place you want to go. Check the DM.
Don't take too long.
There's this one. I don't know what this one does exactly.
Middle of the Overlands. As interlopers?
This concludes this episode of Low Moon Origins, or this 4 episodes.
What if you're an elf?
Stay tuned for more Low Moonian adventures.